everybody, and welcome back to FM23 with the Youth Academy only Guiseley save, and we're off to the start of season 21, and we are changing our tactic for season 21, and we're going to have a little bit of a Q&A because there were some lovely questions in the comment section on the videos just gone. So let's dive into it. I'm back from holiday, I'm all good. Let's go. So our first game of the season is against Barnsley, and if you don't remember, our first game of the season is at home in our brand new stadium, which I'm very, very excited about. If we go and have a look at the schedule, you will see here pre-season was a bit of a mix. We lost 3-1 to Arsenal. They actually opened our stadium for us. On TV, we got beaten at the new stadium. We drew Rangers 2-2. We beat Wraith 4-2. We lost to Chester 3-1. Lost to Norwich 4-2. Beat Mansfield 2-0. Drew with Cercle Bruges. Drew with FC20. And then beat Yorkshire Amateur 9-1 at home, which was nice. The amateur team in Yorkshire came to our stadium and we absolutely battered them, which is always good fun. Yeah, crowds already up, I think, on what we had. 8,000 people came to watch us against Norwich. 12,000 people, which is our biggest gate receipt ever, came to watch against Arsenal. And I'm going to assume this one at Barnsley will beat our gate income receipts. And hopefully this is the turn where now we start making money every season. We don't just finish neutral and then get the money in for playing in the Championship and then lose it all during the season, then go neutral. Hopefully now we do get a bit of a profit every season. That would be lovely to reinvest in the finances. So looking at the stadium then, club info, we'll just let this load up into facilities. So we now have the Guiseley Stadium, a 12,911 all-seater stadium built in 2043. Very good condition, under soil heating but no roof, and it's perfect grass and it is in perfect condition. Good corporate facilities, below average training, average youth. I've asked the board to upgrade everything. They're not having any of it. They are still not happy, even though we have 3.6 million in the bank and they've for some reason given me a transfer budget of 2.6 million. There is not enough money according to them for us to invest in anything. I think if we can we ask for anything else again. Let's go training facilities, let's go for youth recruitment, and the one that a lot of you commented about, let's go senior affiliate, and I bet they say no. Look, we should do it to get more money. No, it'll be really good after all I've done. I thought the board would seem more adventurous. We're going to be left behind by our rivals. I can't stress how important this is. I do understand. It's very disappointing though. Standard conversations I have with the board. Right, transfer wise, not a lot has happened. Loads of loans going out. The only sale is Eldrick Santos. Backup goalkeeper, used to be Jan Petrick, has moved to Oxford to be their backup goalkeeper. Not played for them, obviously. Hasn't played. He played, what, 3 games for us a number of years ago, and then 2 in League One as well. So it was never going to make it, Eldrick Santos. So Jan Petrick got his name changed and sent to another goalkeeper, which was good. Lots of loans out, though, as I said. No one really of note. Kelvin Brambrook is our sort of highly rated youngster we have in the youth team. Not looking too bad. Father Todd Unctious has gone out, which is an amazing name, to be honest. He's gone back out on loan to... Oh no, you're with us now, aren't you? That was last year. What am I doing? That was last year. But yeah, if we have a look at here, nothing really of note. We knew that Classy left. Max Whittam left for Salford. So yeah, that's about... I'm pretty sure I touched on this last time that we sold them. We sold them the 6th of August 2042. Yeah, that was a whole year ago. Yes, I've been on holiday, so I haven't played for a while. Slowly losing my mind. I actually have an Everton game, which is the Chat GPT series I did. I've carried on as my own series, my own playthrough, and I've just got to the start of the season. I'm doing something slightly different with that one as well, which I find pretty interesting. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that goes, because I'm tempted to bring it to YouTube as well, but I still feel like YouTube should focus on this. But let me know your thoughts if you want to see another save, maybe concurrently, and that would more be a yearly or 6-monthly update sort of thing like we did with ChatGPT. So I just play it in the background when I get a bit of time. But it was Q&A, wasn't it? So let's dive into it. The first question, then we have a lovely comment, which I've cut the name off, so I'll figure out who it is and put that back in. Great stuff as always. I could probably fill up a frequently asked questions by myself. So here it goes. The same as last time. If I could pick 3 positions to get better players, where would I choose to strengthen? Centre back, centre mid, Goalkeeper, centre forward, actually, all through the middle. I'd get a really good spine of the team. Centre back, I'd get an outstanding centre back, outstanding centre mid, and outstanding centre forward, and that would probably sort us out, to be honest. During this save, have you learned anything you will take back into your normal way of playing? Yes, I have. In the Everton save, I've actually taken on looking for youth players that have certain personalities to see how they come through and develop and do things like that, and knowing that I don't always have to buy in star players every time because I've got the money, it's quite good to have that sort of bow in my armoury. Was that arrow in my armoury? I can't think of the phrase. If you had to name your favourite child after one of your Guiseley boys, who would you choose and why? Oh, that's a very interesting question. I mean, Scott Lloyd has been absolutely fantastic for us. He's now 32 and he has been probably our most consistent performer ever at the club, like ridiculously good in goal for us. So Scott Lloyd is one potential. Lewis Salt, I guess, is another. I mean, Patrick Kaminsky was the boy that came through, wasn't it? He was held in so high regard when he came through as an American Polish Englishman. It's too tough. It's too tough to pick one. It's too tough. I mean, Graham Cox has been fantastic. Can't call him Graham, though. My father-in-law's called Graham. So, yeah, I can't answer that one. But there are some very good players in our team that have done very well for us. So, have you developed a genuine dislike of one of your players or an opposing player during this save? No, I haven't, actually. Not that I can remember. Anyway, which is a bit odd. I think we haven't faced enough people regularly enough because of our promotions, but in terms of my own team, no, I've not. I've loved and cherished. Cameron Thorpe was very close to the list, but he had a big redemption arc and then we sold him, so there, that's fine. Have you had a moment where you wanted to rage quit? Yes, I really wanted to rage quit. It was a few seasons back now. We did a game live on camera. Was it Plymouth? And we got absolutely annihilated live on camera, like 4-1. And those things are bad when they happen to you. 4-2, is it that one there? Might have been that one there. 4-2, when it was like, it's bad enough it happens to you when you're not recording a video, and then when you do it recording a video, it's absolutely dreadful. So probably that point. Is Crimson Mori the long-away player that you can flip on for 10 million plus? Yes, he is. I think he definitely is. He's already worth 6.8 to 10 million. He's already wanted by people on loan that are in our division. He is looking like he will be our wonder kid. He has revamped what everybody's ability rating is in the squad, and I think he is going to be absolutely fantastic. And hopefully we don't get anything less than the 20 million minimum fee release clause, which is in his contract. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. Any tips for anyone else trying this save? Be patient. If you don't succeed at first, most people don't. So yeah, I think just be patient is the key one. I've just realised as well, there was a question that I forgot to answer, which was that I haven't put in my cutout images things, which was, has anyone ever completed this save? Loads of people. Go and check out the forums. The link is in the description. Loads of people have completed this save. Next year on FM24, we're probably going to do a Youth Academy save again because I've really enjoyed it, but we're going to try and pick a country when no one's completed it in before and try and get our name on a special Hall of Fame list. That is something I want to do. Next question from John. Hello, John. A long time no see. This John I used to play football with in London. Is there any point when you get close to the sack? For example, ball confidence or support confidence low, or the fans call for signings? What would happen to the save if I was sacked? If I get sacked, the save finishes. That will be the end of the save. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. We've got a lot of sort of built up confidence from the board. A lot of built up, sort of, what's it called, where you have something in the back pocket? I can't think of the phrase because I've had a whole day at work and my brain isn't working. But yeah, you can get sacked. So for example, you could potentially get a board takeover and the board want you to sign players for the first team or sign high profile players for the first team. And of course, we can't do that. So they may get a little bit annoyed by that. Generally though, in Football Manager, if you have decent results, you stay in a job. And my board aren't affected by supporter confidence that much at the moment. So I don't really care about them, to be honest. But if I do get sacked, that's game over for this save anyway, and then we'll start a new one, not as a youth academy. We'll probably go and spend loads of money. And the final question, that was interesting to see more of a thought process behind the tactics and using the data hub is pretty much ignored by High Priest God King Supreme Mega Ultra Dave, who is there, Supreme Dave. How long have I been in Singapore? 5 years I've lived here now. Since the pre-aforementioned John, I've met him at playing football in London. There I moved to Bristol to Singapore, and I moved here 5 years ago. Yeah, it's absolutely flown by. Love it. Would recommend anyone to come visit. If you get a chance to go and work abroad, go and do it. It's life-changing. It opens your eyes to so many more cultures, religions, ethnicities, life in general. It's great. Go and embrace it. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, that's the Q&A. If you've got any more questions or if I've missed one, please do repost it. We'll always answer them. But yeah, let's dive into the game. So as mentioned, we are opening our season at home to Barnsley. It's the reason we're back for an early game is because it's in our brand new stadium. And our first ever home game in the new stadium probably should be live on camera so that we can have a look at it. And yes, I have noticed that the Sky Bet Championship is below the Serbian League, the Croatian League, the Romanian League. It has gone back above the Bosnian League. And yeah, it's behind Norway and quite a lot of other top divisions. Some would argue that's how it should be, but some would argue that is a bit strange. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Right, tactics-wise, through pre-season, we mainly played this is the wrong year. We mainly played the 5-2-1-2 wing-backs, and that is pretty much what we're going with into this game, except for we have tweaked sort of what we do and why we're doing it. So a 3-4-2-1 is what we're playing. Pack out the midfield, try and get control of the ball, lower the tempo a little bit. But this is what we did during pre-season. We actually created a good number of chances. We just didn't then put them away. And that's what we need to do. That's what we need to focus on. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know how it's going to work. Barnsley are newly promoted, but if we go and look again at the league table, or at least the season preview, we are rock bottom, 500 to 1 to win the league. Barnsley are 25 to 1 to win the league. They've just got promoted, and they're recommended to finish 16th. Fulham are going to win it, apparently. West Brom, Derby, Bolton, Bournemouth, Brentford, Reading, Sheffield United, Crystal Palace, Brighton. Really big names in here still. Sunderland, Cardiff. They're all big. They're all big teams, other than probably us, Luton and Wickham. They are probably and AFC Wimbledon. But everyone else is a very big team. So it'll be very interesting to see how we get on, to be honest. And I don't think there's anything... Oh, no, there is. I was going to say nothing else to talk about. Staff. Oh, staff. Jensen Weir, our head of youth development, didn't agree to a new contract, wanted too much money, so we've lost our perfectionist head of youth development. He was here for quite a while. We signed him in 2038, left in 2043. So again, 5 years he was here, and he did bring through Crimson Mori, which could be good. And Guy Branston, another one, as our director of football, wanted too much money, so we've moved him on. Didn't give him a new contract. Again, a perfectionist. But they have been replaced by a name you may recognise. Nathan Austin has come in. Remember this little chippy, this little face? He's a resolute personality, good at judging player ability and potential, good at working with youngsters. But more importantly, we released him on a free transfer as our head of youth development 5 years ago, replaced him with Jensen Weir, and now we've brought him back. So, yeah, welcome back to the club, Nathan Austin. We'll see how he does for bringing through youth players. We then lost Jensen Weir, so we brought in Simon Wilson as director of football, good at negotiating, pretty good at judging player potential, good at people management as well. He is taking care of trying to get our youngsters out on loan for some game time. He won the league with Stockport County, so excellent. Lovely stuff. I did make a bit of a boo-boo because Nathan Austin got the job because I gave a job to Niccolo Palenghi, an Italian, who I thought was going to come in and be our head of youth development. I accidentally signed him as a coach rather than head of youth development, but he is only fairly professional, so we're going to see how he does. But working with youngsters 20, judging player ability 16, potential 14, and has good attributes all over the place as well. So generally, we're going to see how Jensen Weir does, and if Jensen Weir doesn't do brilliant, we're going to try and then promote this guy to be head of youth development for a while and just see how he does, even though his personality isn't the best. And Connor Coventry, who left us to further his career as a manager, I think. Yeah, we appointed him as under-21s manager. He was then hired by Maidenhead. He was relegated. He was sacked. So we've now hired as an under-18s coach. A bit of a nostalgia thing, to be honest. And talking of nostalgia, if we go and look, I don't know where, I think he's if we go and look at Harry Jordan, remember our right back, Harry Jordan? Yes. He's in our backroom staff as well at the age of 35. So we have hired a old player back to help with coaching the team, which is always good fun. Always good fun to do. But that is all the updates I wanted to get to. So let's get into the game. I've selected the starting 11. It is going to be lining up like this. And yeah, we should be doing all right. So let's get into it. Barnsley in our new stadium. Let's check it out. Okay, so what I forgot is in 2D from where I've been watching the friendly. So we're not going to quite see all the stadium. We'll leave it in extended for now, just to see what's going on. But if we can, how zoomed out can we get? Well, first off, let's go data. Wow, it's massive. It's awesome. We've got a building here. We've got like an office block. I'm going to say my office is in there. The manager's office in here. Changing rooms look absolutely shoddy. We've got a burger van. An empty corner over here with what looks like potentially a police station or a first aid centre. The ambulance is over here. Oh, we've got TV cameras. We've got crews around the outside. It's glorious. It's absolutely glorious for our TV. And it's packed to the rafters, which is exactly what we wanted. Right, Barnsley. What have you got? You get the game underway. That is going far too quick because it's set up for 2D. So let's go and have a look as King brings the ball forward. We do have new kits. Obviously, Donker reads it well, and that's the end of that first highlight. But yeah, I'm excited. New stadium, new season. Let's see how we get on. Cox with a free kick. Swings this one in towards Johnson with a header. It's hit the top of the net and goes over the bar. The Barnsley end is fully packed as well. Cox with another free kick. Swings this one in. Johnson with another header again. It hits the roof of the net. You can see we haven't lost our ability from set pieces to see what we can do. As 15 minutes gone. Not too bad. Now, I like to watch other people play Football Manager, and one of my biggest admirations in the Football Manager world is Bust the Net, and I like watching his streams that he does on YouTube while I'm finishing off my day at work. And what he's taught me is that substitutions are key in Football Manager. As King goes long, it should be covered by Donker, and it is, which is good. The 3 at the back system we play allows us to do a lot more covering as Stitt has the ball in the shadow striker role. And we're getting a lot of people in favoured positions as well, as Johnson has the ball down the left-hand side. Is he going to put a cross in? Back heel to Supreme Dave. Salt on the edge. Into Supreme Dave again. Back to Salt. Johnson. Johnson back to Kristen Agnarsson. Over the top looking for Crimson Mori, but it's headed away. It's going to be kept alive by Jeff Hogg. Crimson Mori with a header. It's off the bar and it's off the line. He's into his own goalkeeper. It's a goal. Come on. What a terrible goal to concede from Barnsley. But Crimson Mori got his head on the ball. He's going to be our focal point this year for the attack. Loyola headed it away. Jeff Hogg, first time cross from you into Crimson Mori, bounced off the bar, and then Loyola left-footed volley into the back of his own goalkeeper. 1-0 Barnsley. I don't care if it goes in off the back of his arse or our arse. It's a goal. We don't need to look at that. Football Manager, take goal line technology out of this game. It is useless. It is absolutely useless. Jeff Hogg with a throw. Supreme Dave. Jeff Hogg. It's there again. Jeff Hogg, cross in, headed away. Barnsley can't get out. They're really struggling. Cross in from Jeff Hogg. Supreme Dave nicks the ball. Great save from McCready. And it remains 1-0. But it's all Guiseley in their new stadium. The roar of the supporters are pushing them along. Cox swings this one in. Christian Agnarsson can't get there. Donkor keeps it alive. Into Johnson. Johnson, and this is the only problem. We can't be vulnerable from corners because we chuck all of our centre-backs forward and they're not very good on the balls. Crimson Mori just pushes one of the defenders over, picks up a yellow card from James Bell, but half an hour gone. We are 1-0 up, and we are going to shout some praise at them and see how we get on. So, the roaming playmaker, although is not a Segundo Volante was recommended to me, but the roaming playmaker suits this system a little bit better because he literally roams all around the pitch. And Supreme Dave, although not having the best passing attribute, his off the ball is brilliant, which is superb for a roaming playmaker. Right, we are doing very, very well. Keep it up until full time. Let's check fitness-wise. Everybody's looking good. Crimson Mori are looking a little bit tired and ill-disciplined. So we do have Jevgen Villions on the bench who we could bring on if needed, if it looks like Crimson Mori may potentially get sent off. As Supreme Dave into Stitt, out to Johnson on that left-hand side, up to Crimson Mori. Now, I'm fully aware, we're not going to get promoted this season. We're still going to be here for a while in the Championship. We do need the money to go up, and we need that to work. So, for us, as Cox has a free kick. Oh, it's just over the bar. We are on top here. We are on top. Or McCready, I don't know how you say that. We need to win the second ball, and we do. Christian Agnarsson, Salt. Supreme Dave. Salt will get tired. He'll be coming off. Both central midfielders generally will be replaced around the hour mark. Jeff Hogg comes down the left-hand side, ball in. Crimson Mori with another header. And McCready with a good save. But it's all Guiseley at the moment. It is all Guiseley. And the new system does seem to be working. So we're on the hour mark. So let me quickly show you Lewis Salt, right? Lewis Salt's mentals are incredible. Like, for a holding midfield role, it is absolutely incredible. He can mark, he can tackle reasonably well. His positioning, his concentration, decisions, bravery, anticipation, that's why we're keeping him at the squad, or in the club at the moment. But yeah, his physicals are dropping off. I mean, he is now 34, so he does need to just be monitored. And we are on the hour mark, so I think we're going to make a little change. He's actually not doing too badly fitness-wise. Andrew Neeson not playing brilliantly on the right. We'll bring on Alpha Koff to replace him as well, because we need to have good pace up and down the wings. But other than that, everyone's doing all right. Crimson Mori will take off for Genevieve Villions as well, who's our top goal scorer from last year. But yeah, we're in a good position as it stands. I think we will get more fresh legs on as this continues. Alpha Koff down the line. Genevieve Villions. I think Barnsley have made a couple of changes as well. Donkor. Now, we can't get too carried away because Barnsley are newly promoted. That was a poor pass into the midfielders. Salt, again, just from this, it looks like he's struggling. His pace could be an issue here as we look to defend. Bratnoff puts in Hyde with the header. It's the first chance we've seen Barnsley have, and it has gone over the bar. I think we are going to do the change that I thought I should have done, which is Lewis Salt off, Stuart Richards on, and we're going to do Supreme Day for Connor. We need those fresh legs in the middle. We're asking them to press so much that we're doing it. Christian Ignacio not having a great game, but fitness-wise is okay. Our substitution strategy will be the four across the middle who have the most work to do. Good header from Johnson. Oh, that's a red card. Get him off. Yep, Archie Murray is off, and that should give us a bit more freedom here. Cox swings the ball in towards Johnson with a header. It's hit the top of the bar. Creighton, look at this. No chance. They've had 0.04 XG. That's all they've created in this game. We'll give them some praise. There's 15 minutes to go. Fitness-wise, we're not doing too badly here. Christian Ignason off for Joe P as our final substitution. Oh, actually, I don't want to do that. I'm going to bring Will Jones on. Sorry, Joe. Will Jones is going to come on because he's got slightly better positioning and jumping reach, which in that centre role is pretty crucial. With 10 minutes to go, we've got a man extra. We've played very, very well. We've easily been the better team in this game. Time is ticking down, and McCready has a goal kick. Goes short to Graham. He goes long and over the top, and the keeper should get there. Lloyd does. I was worried he was going to really mess that up. Now, we've got a lot of space on this right-hand side, Scott. So, if you want to just roll it here, and then Jones move it around. Richards can bring it forward. Still going. Still going. Looks into Genevieve Villions, but it's a header away. Good tackle from Richards. Connor. Alphakoff. Into Donkor. Donkor just holds it all the way back to Scott Lloyd. Out to Johnson. Look at this for recycling possession. Oh, you Barcelona in disguise. Connor, ball through. Genevieve Villions. Stitt. Shane Stitt. Oh, it's a terrible finish from Shane Stitt. It's a really easy save for the keeper. But it's been such a good performance. Donkor into Jones. Back to Donkor. Out to Alphakoff. Donkor. Into Jones again. Richards. Over the top looking for Cox. Can't quite win it. Stitt can't win that. But Connor picks up the loose ball. Connor comes forward into Stitt. Stitt shoots again. Looping off the top of the bar. It's a corner. And with 4 minutes of injury time to go, this home stadium could get raucous if we win our first league competitive game at home. This could be amazing. Cox. Swing this one in. Johnson at the near post. Heads it but not on target. And time is ticking down. Lloyd with a goal kick. Out towards Alphakoff. I like that on the right hand side. Up towards Genevieve Villions. Flicks it onto Cox. Cox has got the passing ability and tries to put it into Stitt, but not enough on it. McCready comes out and does really well. He goes long with his kick, and it's a good header at the back from Donkor. And then Richards just hoofs it into that space on the left-hand side. We're not playing pass into space. That's something that we can use to adapt this tactic if it looks like it's not working. Goes long. Good header from Jones. Connor. Genevieve Villions to win it! What a save from McCready. He was offside anyway. But that's going to waste some time. And that is the 4 minutes up, referee. That is the 4 minutes up. Blow the whistle. Graham into Bratanov. Bratanov comes down the left and it's all over. It's a first win in our new stadium. Come on. Yes, it's an own goal, but we would have scored anyway. Justice Donker getting man of the match at the back. Lovely stuff. Some good ratings in there. But look at this for XG. Lovely. That is what you need in Football Manager. You need XG. And I think we've done really, really well. Come on. So a solid win puts us 10th in the table, which is good. Not too pissed about that. We've got Burnley in the FL Cup first round, and then a game against Swansea, who are rock bottom of the league after losing their first game, obviously quite heavily. But yeah, a good positive start. Very, very excited. Guiseley Stadium debut sets new attendance record, 12,911. It was fully sold out to see us get our first win of the season, which is lovely. Justin Donker had a great game. Championship kicks off. Bill's pleased, and it's so irritating that as part of the rules of the Youth Academy Challenge, you can't be an international manager because obviously it affects certain things. So I have to turn these down, but I've been offered Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia, and another sort of Eastern Bloc country as well that I can't remember. But unfortunately, I've got to turn it down. Right, that is the first game of the season. Maybe we'll come back sometime around December. Let's see how we're getting on at the December point and see how that goes. But I've got a lot of games to play through right now. And yeah, very exciting. What a start to the season. A win in our first game at our new stadium in the league is awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one, probably on Wednesday. Cheers.